Good morning, everybody. Um, it is, I believe, the 7th of May. Um, I just got word that the first ship, cargo ship with the 145% tariffs are coming in, and it's about half full. Um, not like brimming like they normally are, where they just come in waddling. Is So we're not going to run out of stuff tomorrow, but this is the start of the decline, y'all. Um, by the end of the month, we should start feeling it. But that's no different than what I said last month, So the and of course he's only the good comes from him, the bad comes from Biden. Bless our orange sociopath. Jesus, he's insane. But it's okay. It This is the guy that the majority of y'all elected. So hey, it's okay. There was more of y'all than there was of us. I mean, the ones who wanted anarchy and the destruction of America won. I mean, because Trump is not for America, y'all. You would have to be truly fucking stupid to believe that this man has America's best interest at heart. Um, and no, I don't believe that every Trump person is like incredibly stupid. Some of y'all are racist, some are rapists, some are bigots, some are homophobic. There's a lot of y'all that aren't just completely, utterly fucking stupid. But that does fit the biggest band of his supporters. Um, and do I mean that you have to be like smart to believe in the democratic, the democracy or the upholding the Constitution of America? Or no, I don't think you have to be incredibly smart. I just think you have to be a patriot to do that, and that's where they've hijacked it, and that's a shame. They've hijacked a word that it's a shame that they did. Um, well, we've had a couple foot of snow out here, y'all. That's incredible. Um, oh, there's the first one. He's up and ready to rock. Oh, there's the second one. Oh, man. Well, we had a couple foot of snow. Got to last year I put in sump pumps and whatever they call them little miniature wells, the sump I guess is what they call it. Put in a couple of them. The sumps were always here. The house was built with those in mind because the desert is flatter than the human eye can almost adjust to. Is what I'm trying to get at. Um, like if you just walk out on a property, could you honestly, without some other form, like reference of like water or something like that? No, it's pretty flat out here, yo. Is but But if you're out there for a few days, you get the pitch of the land. It just takes you a little longer to see it. Is what I'm trying to get at. And I've seen people completely confused. And out here, it would be easy to do. Like back home, where there's in Arkansas, where there's easily 20% grade anywhere in the state or the northern part of the state. And then people saying, you can't find which ends up on a culvert, whatever like that. It's like, okay, boss, you might be a little slow. Out here, trying to set a culvert you would have to use like a David White. It's just not, to do it by eye. Um, kind of foolish is what I'm trying to get at. Um, but back off of all that is we got snow and a lot of it, and it looks beautiful on the mountains. I'll use that in my thumbnail. Yesterday, the clouds covered. It's going to be cloudy for another 2 days with snow and a little bit of rain. I'll take a picture of it when it pops out there. It's really beautiful. Um, and I really don't want to dwell on Trump at all. Um, He's pretty much a waste of oxygen. He doesn't believe anybody has constitutional rights except for him. He doesn't think that anybody has a right to a lawyer except for him to abuse the system. He truly is a dictator, or a wannabe dictator. I don't think he's that. He's just surrounded by very cowardly men, and women. I mean, there's cowardly women too, and sycophants or whatever you want to call it. You know, like the little moxie circle that Musk is involved with. And where did that go? He literally cost the government, Musk and Trump together. They literally cost the government $100 billion more than what they saved. That should be a crime. I mean, one of the two of them should be in prison for what they've done. I don't mean that lightly. I mean, this is, if anybody listening to me were to steal $20,000 from a bank, you'd be in jail for the rest of your adult life, or the best part of it. If you violently stole the money, then of course you'd be in jail for the rest of your life. These people violently stole $100 million or $100 billion. They destroyed the lives of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people that they just indiscriminately fired and got rid of and purged and all that. These families are literally just gasping at what they've done, but they get to wash their hands and walk away like they didn't. No, this is. There's no words for this kind of corruption and this evil, is what I'm trying to get at. And they are both corrupt, and they're all corrupt and evil. All the billionaire cabinet people that Trump has around him. But hey, like I said, it's the guy that y'all voted for. I'm perfectly good with that. That's how democracy works. And democracy always has that clause to end at whatever time it's appropriate for democracy to end. And this is our time, y'all. Do I see like a way to get out of this? No, not really. No, I don't. I do not believe that there will be a free or fair election. Do I believe that there will be a mock election, a ridicule election? Yeah, I believe that. Do I believe that he'll have all his sycophants in the, filling up every voting booth? Oh yeah, I believe that. This last election, they had probably 24, 25 MAGA people, literally 24 people in the building, not in the voting room, but they probably had half dozen in the voting room, all the red hat MAGA wearing lunatics, okay? And do I think that y'all really believe that you're doing what you consider to be right? I do. That's the scary part, or that's the saddest part, or whatever. I don't believe that y'all doing this with malice. I just think that you're fucking stupid, that you're following this con artist wholeheartedly. That's all. And can I say it like any other nicer way? No, y'all, I can't. It's just the way it is. Either you can, perspective, okay? Your IQ has nothing to do with how smart you are. Your IQ is not how intelligent you are. That's not real. Okay, your IQ is how far you can see complex patterns inside of other patterns. Even that's what your IQ is. In Trump, in his bunch, are like the lowest level of that perspective, and he preys on that. And I don't mean PRAY, I mean PREY. He preys on the poorly educated, the people who can't see a pattern. Do I think that Trump is the dump? No, I don't. No, I think he's a con man, like without any doubt. And does he know how to, like, get to emotional responses, and do I think that he can get you to finish a sentence or what? Oh yeah, without a doubt, that is what a con man does. He's just Jim Jones without the glasses. That's who your guy is, and at some point, um, he's going to demand that you worship him more than you already do, and he's going to demand that you drink the Kool-Aid because that is the ultimate like bowing or whatever. That as long as you bow to this lunatic, he's all about it. He doesn't care how stupid you are or how much damage you do, or he could care less. You could be the most incompetent human being, like that Pete Hegseth guy, or Elon Musk, or any one of these other utterly incompetent human beings, and you're perfectly safe in Trump's world. Um, because he doesn't care how much damage you do, as long as that you bow and you blow him. As long as you're licking the shit off of his hemorrhoids, he is perfectly okay with you. The second that you stand up or you say, hey, this idiot is an idiot, or he's going to drive our country to bankruptcy, or he's destroying the Constitution, or any of the other stuff that he's doing, then everybody gets a little bit, they get all like weird or emotional or whatever. You know what I mean? Um, just because y'all want it one way doesn't mean it's going to get that way. It doesn't ever work like that, y'all. You don't get that wish. Um, yeah, you don't get that wish. And like I said, I don't care why you follow Trump devotedly. I mean, whether you're the bigot or the racist or the homophobic or the, rapist or whoever you are, you're a pedophile, you're a pervert, whatever moral degenerate thing that Trump is that you associate with, that's why you do what you do. And I'm okay with that. Um, like I said, I'm a conservative constitutionalist. And I know that sounds crazy, but I served for the right of everybody, the anarchist, the whoever, to speak their mind. And I've always said that all my life. Vote. It's the most important thing you'll ever do. This time, y'all won. Hooray. Now that's how the system is supposed to work. Do I think that you got a little bit of help from Elon Musk and the Russians? Oh yeah. Yeah, without a doubt. Okay. Do I believe that each side plays that to a lesser degree? Yeah, I do. I think that all sides take money from billionaires and millionaires in influences that they shouldn't. Okay, I believe that every politician that survives 2 rounds jumps out as quick as they can so they don't have a scandal. And then they go into the private sector as a lobbyist to make even more money. Um, that's how I see our government. Do I think it's for the people, by the people? Not in a long, long time, y'all. I just don't see it like that anymore. Um, but hey, that's what everybody wanted. I mean, um, not voting is a choice too. So, but you can't blame what you have if you don't stand up for what you know you need. It's just that way. Um, if you were to say, okay, I need 200 gallons of propane to make it through the winter, and then some con artist comes and said, well, I'm going to get you to buy 25 gallons at twice the price. It doesn't help you to make it through the winter. You're not going to make it through. He made himself richer. He proved that you're stupid, and then he gets to rule over what's left, the ash, because you're going to fail. Um, just how it is, y'all. And I wish I could say that louder or better or clearer. But I remember when I was a little kid, my dad was desperately trying to tell me that the guy at the carnival was a con man, and he was desperately telling me how he was ripping me off. And did I hear him? Yeah, I mean I heard his literal words, but could I get that through my little mind, my tiny little monkey mind? No, I couldn't. Um, but I look back at it now, and I thank my dad for trying, because he did try. I just wasn't capable of understanding, is my problem. I guess that just comes with time or age or whatever you want to call it, the understanding part. Well, it's not been real cold here. We had snow, but it's not overly cold or nothing like that. I don't think I can add any more firewood to the fire, y'all. Um, about all you need to knock any chill at all. I mean, I went from being kind of cool when I woke up to ass crack sweating weather full on right now. It's pretty warm in here. Um, and I ain't had heat in the concrete for a couple days. Is the little gizmo went out on the hot water tank. Talked to the guy at the hardware store. He's going to bring in a couple pieces of OSB. I'm going to finish up the wall. I'm going to take out the hot water tank, all the pumps and all that jazz. Finish the OSB, then put it all back. So that's this ugly spot right back over here. Can't turn it far enough. Is the little controller. I've never known one to die in the on position though. Maybe they do. I don't know. In all my years, and I'm old like dirt, I've never had that happen. So that's why I'm saying that. But sure enough, that's what happened. It boiled over, and but I got the new part for it. I didn't get it put in yet. Um, I probably will when I take it all out. One of them kind of things. Probably put it in before I take it out, just to know it works. I hate moving anything broken. It just that's just bad, Andy. That just leads to lost parts and stuff like that. But you know. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna leave it go because I don't got a whole bunch to say today. Um, I'm just saying, get ready for what's coming. You know, what I mean, and it is. It's the prices are coming. The lack of stuff is coming. Um, and for all the tinfoil hat wearing MAGA people, don't buy the toilet paper. To- it doesn't come from China. I mean, we're going to have like empty shelves for a reason. Y'all don't have to make it any worse. Um, you just don't have to. Um, and I know I said that. And that's the sad part. Uh, I don't know, y'all. Can't even pretend to have a grasp on everybody's everything. Don't even want it. Like I said before, every day I pray that I don't wake up. I don't want to wake up to this nightmare no more. And I don't mean just Trump. I mean the whole thing. I'm over it all. This just makes it more like um, you just want the stupid to stop. Is all. And but it won't. I mean, we still got a little bit more. Is We still got a little bit more of this. So much winning. Wow. And yeah, that's sarcastic. Yep, that is sarcastic as I can say it. Okay, guys, have a good one. And if there's some country out there that fesses up citizenship, know that I'm crippled ahead of time, so that's not a big surprise. I mean, crippled in a wheelchair, ain't getting out kind of thing. Um, but man, would I trade? Oh yeah, yeah, I would. Because even when Trump is gone, the stupid is going to stay. his stain on America is going to be like Hitler on Germany. We're not getting rid of that, y'all. Um, that's a stain forever. Um, that's a stain forever, y'all. Okay, talk to you then. All right, bye.